Please. So I just told you about the guy with the gun, like, uh,
The bat.
yeah, and the story about the bat. What happens is in the United States, excessive force is something that, uh, for instance, if a guy punches you and then you shoot him, the police will say on the video, well, since you have a gun, you're supposed to walk away from these things. You're not supposed to just go around shooting people. And they could actually put you in jail for that. In Honduras, in San Pedro Sula, you could possibly get away from with just about any crime. Let's say the guy walks up to you, smacks you in the face, you shoot him, you keep walking. That's the lifestyle in Honduras. Now, at the same time, you would have to get out of the country because after you shoot somebody, his friends are going to go after your family or you if they can get to you.
Emily. What's all the kitties done?
So, I recommend you walk around with rubber bullets. You keep your, as my grandpa said, back then it was only $1,000. Now it might be $10,000, a gun, and your passport, so you can get out of town. Get over here, son. This is because in Honduras, if you're going to defend yourself from a crime, by shooting someone, most likely one of the other criminals will attack you. It's not that you want to escape the court process. There is no court process. All right, why don't we start with the Bible readings? Huh? What did Moses say, or what did Moses do after he? Why not? Read something to me in Spanish then. I suggest you read this.
Nope, I'm not Jehovah's Witness.
Are you going to read this in Spanish? Yes or no?
No.
All right. I will find you something else to read in Spanish. But meanwhile, here, get started with this one in English. June 19th. Now, I have a question. What did Moses do as soon as he murdered the Egyptian?
Ran.
He ran away.
Because he got caught.
Now, in the United States, can you really run away?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
You could. Will you get caught?
Possibly.
Most likely.
Depends how good of a murderer you are.
Yes. However, Grandpa said that he said nothing can be hidden from, like the truth cannot be hidden. And that comes from the Bible. Sooner or later, somebody will know you did the crime. For instance, the Nazi people, the soldiers that were murdering the Jews, Jehovah's Witnesses, and homosexuals, and whoever, and even they were murdering old people too, just because the old people could not work and couldn't be soldiers, so they was to murder them, and the handicapped. So these Nazi criminals, some of them perhaps 50 years later, are being captured. And they are being put in a court, and then they are being, I'm not sure if it's hanged, hunged, or they're just being in today's modern society. They might use a needle or they might use an electric chair. They're being caught, the thing is. So you cannot hide forever. The best way is not to fight. So I recommend that you don't go to school. You understand me? The school you will be going to most likely this year has video cameras.
Which one do you think I'm going to?
I'm thinking you're going to Reading Edge.
I think I want to go to Forest Lake again.
I don't want you to go to school. You put me at risk
How
because,
do I put you at risk?
well, number one, if you go on the bus, right?
Yeah.
And then another boy throws a condom at you, which has happened. This dad had a little girl, and the other 12-year-old boy threw a condom at his girl, or his daughter. The dad got on the bus, and now he's in jail for getting on the bus.
What?
Yes. So,
Getting on the bus. That's.
yes, is he an employee of the bus, of the schools?
Nope.
He's not allowed to talk to other children. You understand?
Yeah.
But they don't use the law. They don't say that he's not allowed to talk to them. The law says something that you're not allowed to threaten or something like that another child. And you know what the attitude of the other boy was?
What?
He said, he gets up on this bus and comes up to my face and says that I can't do this and I can't do that. Man, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He ain't.
The old man said that?
No, that was the young kid that threw the condom at the daughter of the old man.
Well, he's wrong.
Yes. However, I understand the frustration. There was another mother. She got on the bus and then she slapped, backhanded, the kid that he said bad things to her baby, kindergartner or something like that. You don't talk to my kid like that. Now, what the old fathers used to do is, I cannot beat up that kid for you. You understand, my son?
Yeah.
So I'm going to send your brother out to smack him. They really did. They sent the brother. They said, you go take care of this.
Oh, wait.
Or they would say to the kids in the neighborhood, you 3 kids, here's $20.
For each of you or?
No, just for all of you. Go, or $21 here. Go beat up that kid over there for me. He's bothering my son. Don't say it's from me though. Just say leave Billy or Johnny or leave Mary alone. Now you understand? That is an illegal contract, by the way.
Oh, here you go.
Yes, that's like that's similar to providing them, training them to be hitmen, isn't it?
Ooh.
Isn't it?
Kind of. Kind of.
That's teaching them, the other kids, to be hitmen.
And you.
All right, so don't put me at risk, my son.